Are you trying to break into recruiting? Of course you are. It's the hottest industry ever. Check out this video right now. Hey, welcome to the Millionaire Recruiter. I'm Brianna Rooney, your Millionaire Recruiter. If you have not seen this channel before, that'll put up in your game in the recruiting industry. So let's get to it. So welcome. Hopefully you've seen the channel if you are trying to break into recruiting, because this is all about recruiting. Tech primarily. Tech is definitely the hottest, something I've lived in for a long time, but this channel can help you in all aspects of recruiting. So what you need to really focus on first and foremost is your resume or just LinkedIn profile, probably both. To me, that's like one and the same. That's what we're using now as resumes, but here's what you need. Buzzwords. So if you want to come up in people's Boolean searches, you have to have the right buzzword. For recruiting, what could that possibly be? Passionate, hardworking, charismatic, motivated. Ooh, I love that one. I've been saying that passionate and motivated are the ones that I look for the most. Maybe even sales, because remember, people still do think that recruiting is a sales job. Kind of, and I'll go over that in number 2 here, but definitely focus on the different buzzwords that people are searching for. Obviously, put recruiter on your resume. We'll get to that one in the last one, but it has to have that. You have to have that. Even if you are not a recruiter yet, that buzzword has to be on your LinkedIn profile and or resume. Number 2, numbers. Recruiting is a numbers game. So we talk about, like you just heard, sales. It's not really sales. However, you can still go back to numbers. So if you're sending 150 messages out a week, you're gonna get at least a 13 response rate. That's how many people. Let's do something easy. Let's use 10%. You're getting 15 people back, so on and so forth. So you're always gonna be held to certain numbers in recruiting. So therefore, use numbers on your resume. Good example of that is, I was a cocktail waitress before. I didn't have any recruiting experience, so what I decided to do is I didn't know I wanted to get into recruiting. I just knew I wanted to get into sales. I wanted to, what's the fastest way that I can accelerate my money? My money situation is sales. And so what I put on my resume is that I sold 100 cocktails a night. I served this many guests. I knew this many bar recipes to make cocktails. I even put how fast I could make cocktails in 1 minute because I wanted to show that it didn't matter where I came from. I'm still very results driven and numbers driven. And again, recruiting is a numbers game. So number 3, personality. Hello, everyone needs to know who you are. People in general want to work with people they like, or they can relate with, or they know can relate with other people. Recruiting is a people industry, so they need to know that you're also a people person. So show your personality, let it shine, put what you do, on the weekends, like whatever you want, have fun with it, for sure. Be funny, if you're funny. Number 4, goals and direction. So where do you want to take your life? What goals do you have? So again, this can be a numbers game. So let's just go back to, I don't know, bartending, cocktailing. So let's say my goal was to receive $200 in tips a night. So I did this by, you can break it down that way, or you can say, by the time I'm 40, I want to run the LA Marathon twice, if you're crazy. So, stuff like that. But you want to make sure that they know that you are goals driven, you have a direction, because again, that goes to sales, and it also just goes to the motivation of an individual, which is why motivation should be as your buzzword. Now, number 5 of the things you must put on your LinkedIn and resume is you have to have your subject or objective. Whatever you want to put, I use objective now if it were me, but a lot of people still put subject. And you just want to say why you want to be a recruiter. So you can either act as if and say, I'm actively searching for a recruiting role because I love helping people. I love changing people's lives. Whatever is your why for being into recruiting. Just don't put money on there, please. We all know that's why. But put why, and that's also how you can put the buzzword in as recruiter. Aspiring recruiter looking for a company to change my life so I can help change theirs. Just something along those lines. Again, have fun with it. This shows personality for sure. So if you're trying to break into recruiting, you have to do your homework, and that starts with your resume and LinkedIn, because that's the very first thing people look at for sure. So quick recap. Number 1, buzzwords. 2, make whatever you did before a numbers game. Number 3 is personality. Number 4, have your goals or direction you want your life to go. And number 5 is your objective or subject. So say why you want to be a recruiter and have fun with it. And then you watch one of the other videos when I talk about the message you should send to companies in order to interview you as a recruiter. So, but this is step 1, have fun. And also I'm super excited to announce that April 2nd, sorry it's not March, but April 2nd, the self-driven Millionaire Recruiter course via Thriversity will be launched. There's a link right under here that you can go ahead and click on, and you can sign up for our newsletter, and you'll be the first to know when it's finally launched. We're really excited, and it's definitely going to be the first recruiting certification on the market. So we're excited, it's robust, and it's a whole lot of learning. So I will see you every Thursday at noon, and don't forget that money is just a vessel to do all the amazing things you want to go do in life. So go do it. See you next week.